If you go on to enjoy the video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It does really help me out a lot. And if you're into Funko Pops, I've just started a brand new channel dedicated to them. The link for that can be found in the description. And beat the random lottery that is FIFA points by buying the coins direct from u7buy.com. Use code TVM at checkout for a 5% discount, or if you're a new customer, get 8% discount. The link is down below. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. The gameplay in the background doesn't really have any relevance. It's just there for a little bit of filler. The whole video is going to be me not necessarily complaining, although it will sound like I am. It's just pointing out a few of the things that EA have completely got wrong the last few days, weeks, months, years, and things perhaps they could have done a little bit better. And of course, there's the whole winter refresh thing. No ones to watches, no upgrades, no downgrades, nothing. It's a bit weird, and of course, there's a few other things to talk about as well. So let's just get straight into it, because I don't want to be here for days. First off, let's talk about the whole icon buying situation. I've not really said an awful lot about this in videos or on social media or anything at all, really, because I've not read too much into it. My understanding is some people were contacting 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know how many people who were, I don't know, working for EA, I guess, or in contact for those who are working at EA who are willing to sell icons to people for, a ridiculous amount of money, right? And you probably already know about this, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. But if you don't know, I think there was like 2 or 3 different packages. You could buy 1 icon or 2 icons, or 2 icons and a Team of the Year or something ridiculous. And it was upwards of €1,000, maybe more. It was just crazy money. EA have acknowledged that there was an issue and have said that they will stamp it out. That's it. That's all they've said on the matter, as far as I'm aware, that they will deal with it, and we shouldn't worry, because fair play is at the sort of forefront of their thinking, which is all well and good. And, what else were they meant to do? There's obviously a couple of rogue people working at EA, more than a couple, I'm sure, but a couple who were selling players, and they've been, or rather, people know about them now, and they're hopefully at least going to get caught and get sacked, and that won't happen again. But EA can't really do an awful lot about it. Like, it is EA's fault in a way, but it's not really, like, if you own a shop and your employee nicks something from the till, is that your fault? No, they've nicked something. It's their fault, right? So I do sympathise with EA on that point, but they've come out and said that, like, not okay, I'm paraphrasing, but it does say that fair play is at the forefront of their thinking, right? Literally a day later. The community, this is a tweet, the community alerted us to an issue where a small number of players did not receive group rewards from SBCs. When providing those players with the missing rewards, we also incorrectly provided some non-impacted players with additional content. Those players will be able to keep that content. Now, what happened was people were completing the icon SBC, or they were opening 50k packs, the 2-for-1 50k packs. Some people open ultimate packs, and they were getting the wrong packs when they opened them, or the wrong cards were coming out, and so on and so forth, which obviously those people should be compensated with the correct pack, and they probably should be able to keep the pack that they originally opened. It's going to be very difficult for EA to differentiate between those who opened a pack and take that off them to give them the proper pack, and if you've quick sold it or whatever, it causes issues. So the easiest way to do it is just to issue them with the correct pack. It's been the way for years, for as long as I can remember. However, in this instance, people who weren't affected, so for example, I know someone who opened it was like the 2-for-1 50k packs. He opened those, nothing wrong with them at all, and he's been given 2 extra 50k packs for absolutely no reason. I've seen a few people saying I now have 3 icon packs in the store, and I've only done 1 Prime Icon SBC. EA have gone out of their way and accidentally given people the wrong packs back. Like I said, someone has posted a picture, he completed the Prime Icon, got whoever he got, and now in his store he has 3 icon packs and an ultimate pack, or 2 ultimate packs, something like that. It is crazy. So people are getting icon packs for nothing and ultimate packs for nothing. This is an error on EA's part. They have said that people are going to be able to keep the content, but for those who have literally poured their entire club into doing 1 icon pack and have not been given this extra pack on top or 2 packs on top, you are now going to feel aggrieved, because I'm one of those. I didn't get extra. Am I moaning about it for me personally? No, not really. Content-wise, it would have been awesome to have another icon pack, but I'm not really as bothered as I'm sure a lot of people are. And rightfully so. A lot of people grind this game daily, get the icon pack, open it, get Inzaghi, and then your mate, who already packed Vieira, has now been given an extra 1, 2, 3 icon packs. It's not fair, and I think if EA can look into it, they're not going to, but if EA could look into it and say, right, these are the people we've given packs to, we now need to give everyone who we didn't give packs to free packs. That's the only fair way to do it. They won't do it, I know that, but that's the way they should do it to rectify it. The other thing worth noting as well is this is it's a very weird time in life with what's going on in the world. You can't leave your house, or you can't go here, you can't go there, you can't do this, can't do that. But within FIFA, it's been very weird as well. They've changed a lot of promos around this year. Freeze, of course, is a promo that wasn't in previous FIFAs. It was like a winter refresh kind of thing, I guess, but it was completely different. They've reworded Halloween. The whole Footmas thing is gone. And now, from what I can tell, what if cards replaced ones to watches? Did they not? I mean, if you think about it, because we're not getting upgrades. EA will not release upgrades this FIFA by the looks of things, because we're already in March, we're approaching April, the month of Team of the Season. Why would they give us upgrades when Team of the Season is about a month away? It's too late now. They should have done it in February or even January, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it, so therefore we're not going to get ones to watches. For the first time in a long time, we're not going to get winter ones to watches. I'm not bothered by it, because there's not that many, or there weren't that many big transfers. Kabak is probably one of the biggest transfers of the whole window, and that goes to show how bad the window was. Rightfully so as well. You know, no one's got any money to buy anyone, and that makes sense. But instead of it, I think they brought in What If. I think that's what it was, because it gave us some sort of small dynamic. But that just replaces the ones to watches, kind of. It doesn't give us the upgrades. I don't really understand the lack of upgrades, and that it hasn't sort of disconnected me with the game. I'm not saying I'm not going to play it just because we haven't been given upgrades, but it would have been nice to have upgrades this year, as every other year. You know, it doesn't really make sense that they've not given us upgrades when players have still been playing football. In fact, maybe more so than ever before they've been playing football, and some people have come out of nowhere and been this really like good powerhouse players. West Ham, for example, you could give half that team, and Aston Villa, you could give half those teams upgrades, but they've not given anyone upgrades, which I feel a little bit annoyed by in a sense. But that's just scratching the surface, I guess. It's the tip of the iceberg with things that they've managed to get wrong. I mean, What If is a semi-decent promo, I suppose. I'm not going to moan too much about that promo, but it would have been nice to have upgrades on top of that. If they'd come out and said, look, ones to watches, bit pointless this year, not a lot of big transfers. What we'll do is we'll give every transferred card a 1 inform boost, and we'll give like this special card type, and it'll be a 1 inform boost. Non-dynamic, just something a little extra to help them along in their new club. Here's the What If cards, and also we're going to give upgrades like we normally do. That would have been banging, and I don't think anyone would have complained. That's a lie. People will complain because people love to complain. But in just touching on that sort of icon giving out free things as well, they were also going on about how they were upset that the icon scandal was going to create an unequal playing field. And of course, FIFA points already do that, obviously. But they also said that in the first initial communication about one of their employees or a few of their employees selling icons, now they've gone and given icons for people who did nothing to deserve them. And also, of course, the whole FIFA points thing is an uneven playing field as well. So, I mean, they are just so, I don't know, FIFA Ultimate Team, it needs stripping back. It doesn't need to be like ground down and started again. It just needs stripping back to its basics, and then they need to reflesh it. They need to go and have a look at simple things like the reward system has been in place, and it's been almost the same reward system since I can remember. That needs to be changed. They need to look at draft for those who play draft. That mode has been outdated since 2018. It came out in FIFA 16, I think it was, and it was dead by October because that game was awful. but in terms of content, nothing happened in that game. But it needs an overhaul. It hasn't been since then. It just needs to be. The reward system, the way that Champs works, the whole Friday to Sunday thing needs to be changed, in my opinion. It either needs to be just open-ended, or it needs to be Friday to Monday, maybe even Tuesday. Rivals point system is a little bit... I don't know. I think, again, that should either be a win requirement. I don't like the 30-game cap. There's so many things they could change about this that I think it needs just looking at. I rather than changing it one every year, I think they need to look at it and go, right, we just need to give it a big overhaul. FIFA 22, go in, fresh new look, and people would want to play it more then because it's not the same thing. That's the one biggest problem with FIFA. And I didn't, 3 years ago, I probably wouldn't have said this. But now, having played the game as many times as I have this year alone, and obviously the previous other FIFAs, people are getting disconnected with it earlier and earlier every year. And I say this every year, but they do. And the reason for that is because it's the same grind. Once you've done the grind twice, it then becomes very samey to the point where you just don't want to do it again. I'm a content creator and I love this game. That's why I'm a content creator. And I don't want to do the grind anymore. I'm not looking forward to another FIFA where I have to start from nothing and go through the exact same upgrade paths. You know, I like starting from nothing every year. It's fun. If you could carry over your content, it wouldn't make any sense. There would be no point playing the game. But I think there needs to be a system in place where it's different. Like next year, I want the reward system to be different, so I have to think about it rather than go through the motions. I don't want to be able to start the new game and know exactly what I need to do and when I need to do it and go into autopilot. I want to rediscover things for the first time. I essentially want to feel like I'm playing Ultimate Team for the first time. And I have a bad feeling that just isn't going to happen. And they're going to re-rinse and re-rinse and re-rinse until eventually they can see a numbers drop off. And they go, right, now we'll change one thing to get them interested again. Because that's what EA do. I don't know what the point of this video was, but there it is. Let me know what your thoughts are on anything that I've discussed within this video. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you want to see more of these type of discussion videos, all you need to do is let me know. A, by leaving a comment, B, by hitting the like button, or C, by just subscribing and being there for the videos that I upload. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, goodbye.